There we go.
I just can't seem to focus on the world that my eyes see. I don't want to be anywhere away from you.
All right.
We're on.
We're on. Episode numero dos.
Numero
The Henry and
dos.
Leo show. We have today Amy Boroevich, known as Hina.
Hina?
Young up-and-coming artist, known for groovy, hip-hop, R&B, jazz, your slow vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Reaches
that.
far into that soul of yours, eh, Nips?
It's good. It's good. Big
Self-taught,
fan, big fan.
all the
Self-taught.
music, writes her own
Self-taught.
lyrics.
Yes, right.
And she's also our / landlord, kind of. And importantly, very good friend. So welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome
Thanks
to
for
the
having me.
show. What's been happening?
What has been happening?
What's new?
I did a gig on Thursday. That was something.
Oh, yeah?
First time with the band. Full band on stage. It was pretty groovy.
Oh, nice.
It was a vibe.
Usually just a solo thing.
Yeah. Or like one of my mates just playing guitar. Keanu. So definitely made a change. It was fun.
Been pretty
Yeah.
busy with the gig stuff. Over the America's Cup, you were doing a bit
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah.
How's
America's
that go?
Cup was fun. It was good, yeah. It was like a 2-day turnaround. I got booked like 2 days before the actual gig. I was kind of freaking out, but then
How does that booking system kind of work?
generally someone hits up either your manager or you if you're self-managed. And then my manager and that I used to work with, we were just like chilling in a cafe down by the base. And then the guy sort of turned around and was like, "Oh, hey, it's you. Do you want to do the gig?" And I was like, "Oh my God." Yeah, okay, sure.
Man,
There you go.
starting back from the start, back from day one, did you, how did you get into music? Did you grow up around it? Family thing? Or did you kind of just pick it up?
Bit of a mix, really. I was like obsessed with my neighbour, and she was like the coolest person in the world in my eyes, and she played violin. So I wanted to play violin just to be like her, and then kept that going. Dad plays guitar, and it's just like real musical jams and stuff. So I was just playing around with him, and then taught myself Ableton. Kind of committed fraud to get the full software. I don't know if I should admit that.
Download it online?
Well, no, because I got the free version, and then I spilt water all over my laptop, and it died. And then I claimed insurance on it, and they asked for what applications I had on it, and I just said that I had Ableton, but I didn't tell them it was the free version.
Oh, white lie. Get you in the door anyway. It's pretty complicated, that, eh?
Yeah,
The whole Ableton thing.
yeah, it's full on.
How,
but it's-
was it just YouTube tutorials to figure it out?
Yeah, a lot of trial and error, a lot of really crap music.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The name, Hina.
Yes.
What does it stand for? Inspiration? What?
It is
Bit of background?
it's a deity of the moon, actually, known throughout like Polynesia and across like Hawaii and the islands and New Zealand as well. And it's it's another name for one of the gods in Māori culture called Hine te Iwi, who was like the goddess of female creativity. So I was like, that's a bit long, I'll choose a short one.
That'll work.
That'll play. Definitely resonates with you though, right? You
Yes.
like it, and then your genre definitely
Yeah.
more your slow
Jams.
slow jams. You know what inspired that?
The music I was listening to at the time was like a lot of Georgia Smith, like Pip Millett,
Yeah, nice.
Joy Crooks, that kind of stuff, sort of the UK soul gal vibe. So I just kind of wanted to make music that I wanted to listen to.
Do you ever think you'll transition into anything a little bit different or keep it as it is at the moment?
Definitely keen to grow. I've made a drum and bass song, so I might have to get that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it the same one that we heard the teaser for?
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's the way the music's kind of going recently, right? It's
Yeah.
the techno house.
Yeah. A lot of top
whole-
lining for the
Yeah,
gals.
right.
Yeah.
Top lining. What does that mean?
That's when you basically get a beat that's pretty much done and a producer just says, sing something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the like big UK D&B names just get chicks to like top line over it.
Literally, like Dimensions just got that. What's the name? Poppy.
Yeah.
Bascom or something. It's real nice voice over
Yeah.
the top. It works, right? It's
Yeah.
good.
Sounds lovely.
Feel good.
Yeah, that was
feel
a-
good drum and bass.
That was a question I
Yeah.
had. Like, how would you approach that? How would you get into like working with someone like that?
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I don't know.
'Cause I'm guessing like a good way of growing is to collaborate with other people.
Totally. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I guess not too well versed on the old drum and bass scene. One of my mates is like a DJ. We've kind of got something in the wings.
yep.
But yeah, collaboration's really good though. It's a great one. I'm branching out into that because I'm very much of a hermit. So it's good to
Anyone that you'd like to collaborate with in particular?
ultimately like
We can go short term and
Short
then long
term?
term. You know, maybe your heroes.
heroes. Short term, Rory Noble. I'm actually going to
Oh, yeah?
work with him next week anyway, so it's going to happen.
Well, there you go.
And Mikey Dam. Long term, to be honest, I'd love to do a song with Kendrick Lamar. That'd be sick. That'd be really cool. And maybe Anderson Park. How do you say it?
I don't know.
I never
Is it
know.
a double A?
Yeah. So I assume it's Park, but
Surely.
like Pack, but then it's Tupac. You know?
Beats me, but any of those people watching, hit her up.
Yeah. Tell me how to pronounce Anderson Park Pack.
Well, I mean, it's so hard. Like, there's so many people starting out in music, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, how are you going to distinguish yourself to beat the others? I mean, obviously, your type of genre's, you know, not as not popular, but there's not many, right? So how you,
Yeah.
like, you know, definitely gonna have to get out, make a difference, you know?
Yeah. You mean it's not like what you hear on the edge and stuff?
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Which is
yeah,
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like a more. I feel like Spotify playlists are like super powerful now.
Mm.
So like one of my songs got chucked on this kind of smaller playlist, and it literally got like 1,500 more streams in 2 days,
Oh, really?
and it only had like 8,000, which is not. I'm not a big numbers gal. Like I'm not getting those streams up, but I was like, mind blowing.
Is there any goals in the numbers category?
I love to hit a mil.
A mil.
Yeah,
Million listens.
yeah.
Nice.
Maybe a bill, but that's real far away.
But people like, can you make money off Spotify? It doesn't seem like isn't it like point
Yeah.
something of a cent goes to the artist or?
Yeah, it's really weird. It's like depending on the territory, you get a certain amount of money per stream. So I think it's like in New Zealand, it's like 0.0007 of a cent, something like that. But then some countries, depending on the plan the person's listening on and all that kind of stuff, it just I think it can get up to maximum maybe 0.01 of a cent. So it's nothing
So
major.
you've got to get a lot of listens.
Yeah.
Is that why people just tour a lot now
Yeah.
compared to? I guess back in the day you'd just buy a CD or go on iTunes and you'd have to
Yeah.
buy it.
Yeah.
Now it's.
Now you have to monetize other ways for sure.
Do you reckon that artists like the Spotify route? I guess it comes with like positives and minuses because it's probably you can promote your music a lot easier
Yeah.
through something like Spotify compared to, you know, like just what would you like release a CD or?
Yeah, like a vinyl run or something, I guess. But then that's kind of niche and cool in its own way. But yeah, definitely like Spotify. I feel like because it's so easy now to do music yourself and get it out there, there's way more people. So there's like way more oversaturated market. But at the same time, it's like really empowering and makes it easier for people who don't have like millions and millions of dollars to get shit done. But yeah.
SoundCloud? Have you done much with SoundCloud?
A little bit. It's mainly just like my storage site for unreleased stuff that I keep on private and send to people.
How do you go from like unreleased to released? When do you decide it's time for a song to hit the market?
Very good question. I guess with my first release, it was like I kind of got in touch with this guy through like a family friend. I went to like this APRA Song Hubs listening party and sort of bumped into him there and got chatting, and he was like, "Oh, send me your stuff and I'll listen to it." I was like, "Sweet, this is done and I'm ready to release it." And he was like, "It's not." So that was a whole learning curve, like getting it mixed, getting it mastered, having a promo plan, marketing plan, like a rollout social media wise, and any press and radio. So it's like far out.
Is that something your manager takes care of?
it was something that I always took care of myself because I started off self-managed and then I got a manager and sort of was doing it anyway. And now I'm back to being sort of self-managed with mentors and, yeah, still doing it myself. But the last release, the guy who's, like, helping me out with the management side of stuff hooked up, like, press and distribution and Spotify and stuff. So that was, like, weight off the old shoulders. It's great.
Do you still have a manager?
Nope.
What happened there? Give us the gossip.
News to me.
We just kind of weren't really compatible, I guess. I found that I didn't feel like I was getting bang for my buck, to put it very brutally. But yeah, she's lovely. No hard feelings there. Just moving in a different direction, I suppose.
Would she just take do you have to like pay her to be the manager, or does she just take a cut?
Commission based. So commission on streams, live performances. I'm pretty sure it's like, we had pretty standard management contracts, so that's like generally what managers do. And then I don't know if they take a cut on merch and stuff, but yeah, 20% is like the standard.
Merch.
That's something we asked Sam yesterday about. Obviously, Seltzer's got their merch.
Yeah.
HINA merch?
The merch. I was thinking jewellery.
Jewellery.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe like rings, because that's kind of, across the board. I've got the little moon earring, so I might do some earrings for the gals and guys who want to wear earrings.
Do you have a website?
Yes, I do.
Website, so
HINA Music.
get a little Shopify number going on there.
Yeah.
That'd be good, eh?
Maybe some tote bags.
Tote bags.
Tote bags.
You'd have a tote bag. You'd
Yeah.
wear some earrings.
Oh, I don't know if I'd push to the earrings.
Maybe a ring then.
Would you push to the earrings?
I don't know. I have to try it. We have to see the product.
Yeah.
And
If it's quality,
if it's quality.
might speak for itself.
Yeah. Yeah. Merch though, it's definitely
Seems like a good way of promoting your product,
Yeah.
regardless of what you do.
Yeah.
Like in any industry. There you go. There's building.
Warren
We're
Build.
in build. But yeah, it's always a good way to because people will wear it.
Yeah.
It's not like a one-time thing.
Yeah.
It's like constantly getting it out there.
Yeah.
So what happened with the Seltzers guys, eh?
Yeah, I mean, they're lacking marketing, but they're still trying to push it out there.
Yeah.
But it's tough.
Especially now, the
yeah,
market's saturated.
I know.
And it's like,
Everyone's doing seltzers.
but it's so hard. Like, I'm sure you probably find it as well. You're so focused on doing your actual thing that
No time to actually market yourself.
Yeah.
you're taking
Yeah.
valuable time away from
Yeah.
perfecting what you want to actually perfect.
Totally. There's like the creative hat and the business hat. And it's just like, sometimes I just cannot be asked putting the business hat on. It's like,
How, like, with your music, how hard do you think, at what point would you be able to take it on like full time as a
good
Big role.
question. I think I'm trying to think of people I know who have taken it on full time, like no personally. I guess you'd have to be I know one person. Yeah, she like gigs all the time and then writes and like gets her money from gigging and puts it into like going into the studio and then gets funding from New Zealand On Air to do it. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tricky one. Because I'm kind of hesitant to give up my day job. I know that sounds really weird, but like if I don't have to rely on music for money, then it kind of makes it more fun.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
Becomes less of a
Less stressful as
Chore.
well, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because right now you're still doing your uni degree,
Yeah. Got
studying
one more paper.
law.
Yes.
So nearly done.
Graduating in winter.
It'll be exciting. So
Yeah.
that's your piece of paper done.
Yeah.
Your,
Put it up on the wall.
Yeah, your backup,
Yeah.
if you will. And then
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. The backup.
What are you studying again?
Yes.
Holy heck, that must be hard.
Yeah. It's a bit of a balancing act.
How long is the degree?
I think it's meant to be like 4 to 5, depending on if you do a conjoin or not. So it'll be 4.5 for me. Hit it in the middle.
All done. And then what?
Done.
Looking for a job there in the industry?
No, I don't think so. I saw a TikTok about that, and it was like the Dua Lipa, "You want me," and then just the
the law degree.
the law job.
How do you find? Like, yeah, that's a fucking topic I want to talk about. Is TikTok.
Yeah.
Massive. I was listening to a podcast the other day with someone who was high up in Sony Music,
Yeah.
and they were talking about the impact TikTok has had on like smaller artists and like
Yeah.
propelling them into kind of stardom. Like, what do you do on TikTok? Firstly, people that have very little following, and then
Yeah.
song, people do a little dance, and then it's all on, and then the song becomes like famous as.
Yeah.
Like, is that something you put a bit of focus into, TikTok?
I am finding out about the TikTok as we go.
Fresh
the
blood.
TikTok, fresh blood, yeah.
Blood.
I mainly, you asking what I do on there, I actually mainly just spam this guy, send him random stuff, try and
Some
coax
good
him
stuff on
into-
there. You can lose track of time
Oh
very
my
easily.
God.
I don't
my
use it.
s-
And
Don't.
especially when you try and make one, it takes a bit of time as well.
Yeah.
So,
Are you into
It's
your
a-
TikTok?
well, I've been trying to create, but it's just so much. You have to do it pretty professionally.
Yeah.
Professional.
Well, not professionally, but you have to definitely spend some time on videos to make it perfect.
Yeah. Like I got home from the gig on Thursday and I was like, oh, my makeup's looking pretty all good. I'm going to make some TikToks, like capitalize on the moment. And I was up until like 3 in the morning. And I got home at like 11. And I was like, holy moly.
And was it successful? I actually
No.
haven't seen if you've uploaded any, but
No, it was like 100 views or something.
you're trying to see. I enjoyed the video you made of you creating the music.
Oh, yeah.
That was quite insightful. So
Yeah.
maybe something into that, like little short
Yeah.
clips of your
Which one
music
did
coming.
you send me? Was
I don't know.
Was it
I-
Dimension? You sent me
Yeah,
one?
something like that.
Yeah.
Dimension made one.
Yeah. That
about
was cool.
making the
And then,
song.
and then you had
Yeah,
a
like the
an
process.
Instagram video of you
Oh,
working
the
on
reel.
the reel,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was
Yeah.
quite insightful. That could take off.
Yeah. That could be fun.
All it takes is one.
All it takes is one.
All it takes is one. In the weird world of social media, all it
Yeah.
takes is just
this
one
guy-
thing to blow
There's
up
a guy that does Thanos quotes
on TikTok.
on TikTok, and he's got 2 million followers.
What?
So
The
the
internet's
sky's the limit. You never know when someone's scrolling and they find it funny, they like it.
Yeah.
Then they go straight up to the next
exactly.
someone else.
You almost want to get. I don't know if it'd be worth it, but try and collaborate with a TikToker.
Oh, yeah.
And be like,
There we
yo,
go,
this is my song.
Yeah, genuinely.
Can you do a little thing to it? One of those weird TikTok dances
Yeah.
that are.
In a challenge.
Yeah, it's just like it's
Yeah.
about like. I think you have to get real creative in the social media space.
Yeah.
Especially on something like TikTok.
There's definitely I feel like there's some kind of, it's definitely out there that people approach like influencers and say, hey, let's work together and
It's collab.
collab.
It's collab.
It's collab. I mean, what social media do you use the most at the moment?
Probably the Insties.
Yeah. How do you find
Yeah.
Facebook?
Oh, it's a bit painful.
But it's a
Yeah.
bit of a boomer.
It's more for your older
Social
generation,
media.
isn't it? That's how I've been
Yeah.
founding recently. It's like I still share some sailing stuff, but then all the boomers like it and they
Yeah.
still like it up and this is quite interesting. So
Yeah. The one thing it's really good for is events.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
like,
It's almost like an admin site now. Like you get your news
Yeah.
from Facebook. Like you got all
Yeah.
your stuff that's going on in the year. You're like, oh, check my
Yeah.
Facebook. It's on there. See who's going to that.
yeah. But yeah, I'd say it's power lies in the old
So
interested in
Instagram.
going button. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I see Hayley, what's her name, Westerner,
Oh yeah, Hayley
commenting
Wisserer.
on your post. So
Yeah.
that's connection.
Yeah, she I met her at a bar with one of my friends, Emily Whitcroft Snape, who is a stellar audio engineer. And kind of just been like keeping in touch on and off through the old socials. She was at Northern Base actually.
she?
She was at Stud's house. Yeah.
Drum and bass
Side note.
enthusiast.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, she was singing at the America's Cup as well, sang
Yeah.
the
National
national anthem on the way out and stuff. So
Yeah.
national anthem, you can sing the national anthem.
Could be
That's
the next
something-
rugby game.
Imagine that.
There you go.
That's what you want to get, eh? Little All Blacks number.
That'd be fun.
It'd be
Pretty
pretty
fun.
nerve wracking.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like 50,000 people.
Yeah.
Break your voice.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd not be good.
Forget
But
the
there you go.
words.
It's a little collab opportunity.
Yeah.
Use
Life
link,
presents
LinkedIn.
moments. I have never used LinkedIn for music. I only keep it up to date for like my boss likes me to. It's when I have little, role changes. He's like, update your LinkedIn. I was like, okay, boss.
I feel
Yeah, never music.
like LinkedIn's probably a good way of collaborating with people within music.
Yeah,
Like everything in the world, though, music's all about connections and
who you know.
who you know. So,
Totally.
this person can get you into a studio for an hour, and it's
Yeah,
amazing. So,
yeah, exactly.
and then like if you have songs that you've released now,
Yeah.
they're all done in the studio.
They were all done at home.
Done at home, and then you recorded them in the studio.
No, recorded them at home. Yeah, and just got them mixed by. First, my EP I got mixed by Scott Seabright, who I think he freelances at Roundhead in the city.
Oh, nice.
And then the 2 latest singles was Emily, as previously mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the process like get into like a studio?
What's the whole process from you think, okay, I've got some lyrics, I want to make a song.
Yeah.
Process start to finish. Yeah, I mean,
process start to finish.
Like you see people in there for like 12 hours. Just in that room.
Yeah.
just grinding away.
I've only really been in a studio like I think a couple of times. I did a song with Rory Noble and Harry Parsons. And yeah, we were in there for I think 4 hours. It was a write night, and you got split into groups and sent away and had to come up with a song. And that was like my first time sort of like sitting down in the stew and getting a track done. And yeah, it was great. It was really cool. But my sort of experience so far has been very different from that.
Very organic, awesome. Very home.
Very home based.
So do you have to? How do you make sure you get no external sound? Do you ever do the old what is it? When the people get like a duvet on.
Yeah, I get the blanket over my head. I get the little pop filter on the mic, and request that my parents don't open and close the garage door because it's directly under my room and it goes. And yeah, it's a bit of a bummer when that happens. But yeah, it's mainly trial and error.
And our flatmate Oscar Gunn.
Oh yes, Mr. Oski.
He seems to play a bit of a pivotal role in the music making. Yeah. What's Oscar's job? What does he do?
How much do you pay him? What's the commission base?
I'd say I pay him in dinners and beers.
Okay.
And I don't charge him rent.
Oscar. Yeah, well,
there you go.
That's actually a fair point.
There you go.
He lives in a flat, but does he really live here?
Yeah, he's funnily enough is why the EP is called Muse. He is the muse, but he's also the photographer and the videographer and the editor and the Uber Eats orderer and the driver and the carrier of heavy things. So he's a pretty pivotal team member.
It sounds like life would be pretty hard without Oscar.
We should reverse the scenario and ask Oscar what role he plays. See what he says.
Can we call him? Will he be up in Spain?
What is the time?
He's your rock, and then he made some videos, right?
Yeah.
All the music videos all done by him.
Yeah.
All the editing as well. You guys do the editing together and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pretty team effort. I basically sit him down. I'm like, this is what I want, and he's like, oh, yes sir, and then carry it out, film it all, sit down together at the computer, edit it, color grade it, chop it up, put it out. Adobe Premiere Pro.
Well, Henry might know what the experience is, but how, like, when you're working on a song or video that much, like, does it get annoying after a while?
Oh my god, yeah, insanely annoying. And then I feel like I'll never want to listen to the song again, and then I feel like I'll know the words forever. And then I did a show, the one that you were at actually, and I forgot the words to the video I'd been working on for like a week.
Really?
Yeah, and I'd been hearing it over and over and over. So
that's crazy, eh?
It does get pretty wounding when you're like
editing
a
videos.
Song, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I've been listening to this for like a day now, just like the whole time. Luckily you can mute it, but like you need the music to pair it with the visual.
And you've been teasing some new music as well?
Yes.
Some unreleased stuff? When's that going to drop?
I think I've got a release coming up August. Just have to figure it out how I'm going to do the rollout. Yeah, the midwinter.
And then anything coming into summer?
Yeah, I'm probably going to put out that track that I've been playing live for ages, the Tararua one.
Yeah, good tune.
Yeah, seems to be a crowd favourite.
It is. You got some
intrigued.
A little fast paced.
Yeah, bit of a bop.
Okay.
I tell you who's a big fan of yours is our flatmate Campbell.
Is he?
He loves it.
He's a quiet little...
Yeah, he loves it. He's into his...
Well, remember what did you say the first time he was trying to ask someone to play in the car.
Oh yeah.
What was your first ever song that you
Is it Libertine?
Libertine?
Yeah.
Liberate.
Liberate.
You said you wanted to
Play that song, Liberate. That's a beat.
But he requested it, right?
Oh,
he's a fan.
sweet. I love it. I love it.
Is there? So you're looking at doing a little midwinter release.
Yes.
I mean, how long have you been doing music for now?
Like since
Kind of properly.
I guess I'd probably time it from Libertine, when Libertine came out. I'd say that was like the beginning.
Yeah.
It'll be coming up a year in June.
Okay.
So not long
I mean,
at all, really.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to tell when the. Is there like a preferable time in the year to release music?
I feel like if you wanted, it's tricky because it can blow up or it can grow organically, and then you'd want to be like a few months before summer shows. There's a day of the week. That's a good one.
Really?
It's Friday, New Music Friday.
Music Friday. Because everyone's
yeah.
frothing.
Yeah.
Nothing to get into it.
But like, yeah, apart from that, it's pretty flexible now. You can kind of do whatever you want, I suppose. Yeah.
Spotify playlists.
That's
You've had some whack kind of playlists that
Yeah.
some people have put your songs into.
I
So
love
that's
the sound. I love the like names that they give them. It's great.
Can we have an example? What?
What was one? I can't remember off the top of my head. Hold on, let me pull it up.
It was like
It
just some
was-
crazy ones. It's good that you share that kind of stuff. Though it kind of gives people a good giggle.
Yeah, it's pretty
Giggle.
funny.
Well, it's the bit. I feel like that is probably the way to grow on Spotify.
Yeah, definitely.
Playlists. And then people follow other people's playlists, and
Yeah, totally.
Because there's all those new music like Aotearoa,
Yeah.
like all the New Zealand new music
Local list.
local lists that you can find your songs in there, right?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
needs traction.
how do they like? Do they ask you, or does it just show up and you're like, oh fuck, sick, this is on?
Yeah, it just happens actually. So before you release, if you get the release into like your distributor, if it's loaded 2 weeks before it's going to come out, then you can pitch it yourself to Spotify, and then you've got like a all right chance at getting it on there. And then once it's out, the algorithm kind of picks up on people taking notice of it, adding it to their playlist, streaming it heaps, and then add it to an existing playlist or like make it in a new one.
Right.
So yeah, it's kind of a buzzy process.
How does the Spotify like artist kind of dashboard look like?
It's
Do you like?
nice.
Yeah. So
It's
when
really
people like add it to playlists, are you like, oh yep, there it is again, or
Yeah. So you go in and you can see like how many, and you can see all the names of it and how many streams it's got on that particular playlist and like whose playlist it is, and
location?
yeah, you can see location.
Any weird and wonderful countries that?
In my top 5 countries, I've got like Australia, New Zealand, UK, US, and Serbia.
Serbia.
Serbia's my
Serbia.
5th top country. It's so buzzy.
Really?
Yeah, it's really interesting. And for a while, it was Turkey as well.
Huh.
Yeah.
It was like we did a couple of like trial runs on this podcast, and then it was
Yeah.
like I think it was some people in some really weird countries in Europe like listening
Yeah.
to it. And it's like, what the fuck? It's so weird. Like how,
It's like, how did you find me?
especially for like something like this where it isn't like a song and it's
Yeah.
not promoted. It's like, I don't know what's going on here.
They're probably like the cover or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
catchy cover.
Catchy cover. Festivals,
Festivals
Yeah, they're on the horizon.
on the horizon.
I hope.
garden stage, R&B.
That'll be the dream.
That'll be nice.
That would be epic. I sent in my little application form.
Like 4, 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock, like sunset.
Yeah, sunset.
That'd be
yeah.
nice.
Chill vibes before everyone sort of gets down
Gets
and
into
dirty.
Literally down and dirty.
Do you just like apply for like if you're not an international artist that they're like, trying to get
Yeah.
you on, but from your end is it more like, yo, like look, I'll be keen to come and give it a go, or
Yeah, it's definitely more of like a hand up kind of pick me thing.
yeah,
It helps to sort of like recently joined a cool team, 5am Music, and they have connects with like promoters and bookers and booking agents and people who run the festival. So it's kind of again who you know. They put me out there and then they send me the same like application links and stuff to just like double up on it. So 2 hits, hopefully 1 sticks. Yeah. Could
Maybe
see me.
some collabs with some local guys like Harper Finn and
Yeah, I'm going to
Like
a show tonight.
oh yeah, is
Yeah.
he playing tonight?
Yeah, at
Oh.
Sweatshop with
Oh,
LA
right.
Women. Yeah.
Nice. And then like Montel. Yeah, he's
Oh
getting popular.
yeah.
There you go. There's your drum and bass house.
Get
There you
into
go.
the drum and bass.
They'll be hitting up main stage this year, surely. Like
Yeah,
they'll be.
surely.
Yeah, it'd be pretty busy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably a little bit hard at the moment. Would you think of branching out like overseas? If COVID wasn't a thing.
Yeah, I'd love to. I think the UK would probably be my first port of call.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like my sound would work there better than the US.
Go and like live there and try to develop it there, or
Ooh, I don't know.
London town.
London town. I think I might like feel it out before I go. You know, like pitch it to some media over there, get some kind of traction with the UK ravers.
UK ravers,
Tee up some meetings. And
fully fledged
Yeah.
drum and bass DJ.
basement. But it's like the UK and the US, like Aussie.
Yeah, Aussie's a pretty good market.
Europe? Or UK's
Europe's
Europe kind of.
Yeah, Europe's interesting. It's cool. It's
Like a lot of small corner bars and stuff like play that.
yeah. Like
So,
Benny's first tour was in Europe.
oh
That,
really?
like popped off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was her first tour. With her band. I could be wrong, but yeah, she definitely toured Europe, and it looked like heaps of fun from her instas. So would be pretty
There
keen.
you go. Europe, UK,
What-
Europe.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
out of those, would you say the UK is probably the most attractive place to progress your career?
Yeah, I'd say personally for me, I'd say
Your genre.
the genre. Yeah, because I listen to a lot of UK soul, like pop, soul, R&B, jazz singers.
You're on 95 BF.
Yes, look at you. You've done your
When
research.
was that?
That was on
Yes,
Monday.
Monday this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, Monday.
Was that the first time you've been on a radio?
Yeah.
How'd you find it?
It was cool. It was really weird as well, though, because I was like, oh, how many listeners do you guys get? Like, what's your listenership like? And he was like, oh, about 100,000 people.
Really?
I was like,
Really?
95 BFM.
yeah. And I
Is
guess
that-
they're
was that the
peak as
drive
well.
show or
Yeah.
So
yeah.
afternoon,
Johnny and Big Hungry.
afternoon or the
Fuck,
morning.
I didn't know that they had
Bravo,
that many
yeah.
listeners.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, so I was like, just in a room with like a few dudes, my mate, with 100,000 people on the other side. No
Yeah.
pressure.
Decent.
Yeah.
And what, you did a live number?
Little live number of Go So Well, the most recent single, and Ready by Judah Kelly. She's from down south. She's gorgeous.
Are they going to start pushing a bit more stuff on the radio for you?
Hope so. BFM's an interesting one. They don't favour anybody, which is kind of cool and also kind of annoying because I want them to favour me. But yeah, everything goes through their like submission process, so it's all very equal, which is
Yeah,
kind of
right.
cool.
Do you submit like a song to go on, or is
Yeah.
it on their end?
Yeah, when you release something new, you kind of just pitch it at their, I think it's Music at BFM or something, and they just listen to it, and if they like it, they chuck it on the rotation. Yeah.
That'd be pretty big gains.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I get the emails like every time they update it. They're like new additions. I'm like, fuck, it's not me.
But has it been hard without a manager now? Like doing all
Um,
that like, admin stuff yourself?
I still kind of did a lot of the admin when I had a manager. So
Yeah, right.
I feel like,
All the gigs and stuff.
yeah, I feel like,
Connections.
yeah. And with the 5 a.m. crew now, I feel like I've sort of got the perks of a manager, while still being like self-managed or like co-managed, maybe I could call it. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
BFM. What's the next radio station after BFM?
Oh, actually, Base FM.
Base FM.
Yeah, I think I'm there next week, Friday after the Friday that's coming. I'm pretty sure.
Are they in the? Is this what? These all independent radio stations,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Yeah, so to crack into the old like Media Works and NZME, I think that's next tier sort of stuff. Maybe, I don't think my music would necessarily work on a lot of those stations, so I'm not too cut up about it. It'll be fun, but like, that's what it is.
yeah? Because I guess the big dogs. Wonder how many listeners they get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. On the edge.
I don't even think anyone
Yeah.
listened to the radio anymore.
Yeah, same.
Everyone just
Yeah.
listened to Spotify or podcast or SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Unless you have one of those Japanese cars, you just got to listen to my FM.
Yeah,
88.6.
88.6, and that's it. Would you have any advice for young people that are trying to get into music or start out?
Good question. I would say be as self-sufficient as possible from the start. So be able to teach yourself how to play something, produce on some DAW, invest in some gear if you can, or just scrounge around secondhand because there's some pretty good secondhand stuff. But yeah, and know what's up in the business so no one can sort of pull the wool over your eyes. Be clued up and commit yourself to just doing the creative grind, because it is a bit of a grind, and you start off hating stuff. I listened to stuff that I made 5 years ago, and I think I would rather listen to someone vomiting in the stall next to me than listen to the stuff I made. So be prepared to be shit, and then you'll get good if you move through the shit phase.
I guess it's like anything though, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just going to start and be fucking great.
Yeah.
What do you do out of music? Are you
Outside of
music, is it hard? Is it impossible to just fully not think about music?
Yeah, I'm always thinking
day
about
to day. Does it affect what you listen to, or what new ideas?
Yes, I see what you're getting at. So
you write your own lyrics. This happened today. Oh, inspiration.
Yeah. I'm always jotting down stuff in my notes app, or recording something in my voice memos.
You got a notes on your phone that's full of quotes.
Yes, I've got a quotes notes.
Some quite dangerous.
Some are very dangerous.
Well, sometimes you're just oh shit, that's a bit of me. Pull over.
Yeah. Or just, because I never text and drive, obviously.
No one would do that.
You definitely don't.
Got to be good at something.
Bloody good. Hey.
Good fun.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
And we look forward to seeing the career progression throughout not only this year, but years to come.
And me too.
We'll be backstage at Rhythm.
Yeah.
Pistaz.
Yeah.
Yes!
Get you on the door.
Yeah.
Gigs.
We'll be the Entourage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My media team.
Media team.
There you go.
Might be able to do the intro.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to hell. And everyone starts screaming, yes.
Champagne F1 off the stage.
Forget
Show hasn't even started yet.
Fuck, this is so much fun. How good. Bloody good. You beauty.
Stuff.